Yo, what's good, people? We back at it for another episode. What's the word with LJ Mentor? And as always, I'm your host with the most, LJ. Back up in here for another week. It's the end of April 2022, episode number 100. Man, so yeah, it's another week, another me doing this thing up on here for this podcast. So yeah, been really thinking, right? Before I get into my word of the week real quick, just wanted to say that, man, this in the age and era where everything so predicated on people got to say, people always voicing their opinions on something that don't matter, don't got nothing to do with them. They just want to be heard. It don't matter if they right, if they got their facts straight. They just want to be heard. Is absolutely not the norm. Come across whether it's somebody famous or just somebody that's not. That's don't really care about that stuff. About trying to be heard. About even if it don't got nothing to do with them. Do some different that's why when it comes to stuff like that, I love the things that this era provides. For one, like I brought up before on this podcast about access to information. It's so valuable now. It's so easy to find out stuff. It's a lot of different ways to do different things that wasn't available in the 80s and 90s or years prior to that. Technology is always going to continue to grow faster. There's some guys that don't navigate the way a lot of us do, and it's a rare sight to behold. And that's my word of the week this week. It's rare. The reason why I want to talk about one of my favorite rappers, a lot of people's probably favorite rapper, is Kendrick Lamar, right? He just dropped an announcement, and I say finally when I first heard that his new album is coming May 13th. He think sometime last year, 2021, in the fall or end of summer rather, the end of the summer, he dropped a little link to a website called Oklahoma. I don't even know, or I don't even know how to pronounce it. But yeah, the link to a website. It was just a little folder. When you gotta open the folder, one page just for a message that he's working on his new album, and it's gonna be his last album with the label Top Dog. And I'm like, oh man, this is annoying. Like, just drop the music. We don't need this little announcement. And I was thinking, right, before this announcement of this album coming May 13th in a couple weeks, that I'm like, man, Kendrick is like, he takes so long. Like, he's great, but he takes so long to drop music. Especially, I guess, getting too used to this era now of nobody really has to wait on anything. People drop content like damn near every day. People drop music like all the time, like music like all the time. Kendrick is a rare sight to behold in this era, because like back in the old days, like legendary artists like whether it was Michael Jackson, whether it was Prince, whether it was some bands back in the day, they make you wait for something with them. When they drop, that shit gonna be fire. And Kendrick has yet to disappoint with albums. Some people, some of my homeboys didn't really like Kendrick, but most of them do. But he has a different style, but he's still lyrical as hell. Like, his music don't sound like nobody else's. That's the thing too about Kendrick. Every single album is different from the other. Like a lot of guys, like even some of my favorites, you kind of know what they coming with. You kind of know already. Kendrick, I have no idea how his album gonna sound because none of his albums sound the same. From Section 80 to Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly to Damn. Uh, I have no idea what type of music he gonna come in. And that's what honestly makes it exciting. Like, I can't wait to see what the music gonna sound like. The anticipation is crazy. And I'm predicting that Kendrick, so far this year, I think Conway the Machine has the best album this year. Honestly, on the real, I'm predicting Kendrick gonna have the best album. The best, not just the best album this year. I think he's gonna have the best album in the last 5 years. I haven't heard a single song from his album yet. I'm waiting just like the rest of the public. But I'm predicting Kendrick gonna have the best album in the last 5 years. That's what I'm predicting. Which is saying a lot. I don't know if that's gonna be true, but yeah, I'm anticipating something great. We gonna see, but cause yeah, and I really I've thought about it, like, cause I remember I was having a conversation with my homeboy the other day before the Kendrick announcement, and I'm like, man, who's the top guys, right? It's the three. It's really a three-headed monster: Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. It's them three guys, and I guess it's starting to change now with some of the younger guys. But to me, like the last 10 years, maybe a little longer, those are the three guys from this generation that have really been better than everybody else. So, yes, I think Kendrick is amazing. He might be the best out of all those three. I don't know. I go back and forth with him and J. Cole sometimes, but yeah, Kendrick might be the best out of all three if we talking skill wise. Drake probably has the biggest fan base, but J. Cole and Kendrick are really not that far behind if we talking fan base. But skill set, what you say on the mic, how creative you are, I think Kendrick might be better, the best. But we gonna see, man. And I was thinking, like, man, it seemed like J. Cole leaving Kendrick in the dust. He dropping more music. He dropping some features that's pretty amazing. Just dropped music with his group. Plus, I think J. Cole so far got the great best verse of the year. His song on Benny Butcher album. But Kendrick is a rare sight to behold. For one, especially, he don't really be on social media like that. He got an Instagram, but he posts once a year, once every couple years. Similar to Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z don't have Instagram. I think he has a Twitter, and he posts once every couple years. And Michael Jordan don't have don't have anything, social media. That's great company to be in. Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, and Michael Jordan. That's great company to be in. As far as not really being out there like that, I don't really cater to what everybody else doing. They don't post every day. They don't really. They just pop out when they ready to pop out. They not on nobody else's time. They on their own time. Jay-Z on Jay-Z time. Jordan on Jordan time. I mean, Kendrick is on Kendrick time. Yeah, that's some great company to be in. But yeah, it's a rare sight to behold somebody from this generation, this era, to not be out there like that all the time. But I ain't gonna lie, if I was, and I've said this in the past, I actually don't even like social media. There's only a couple reasons why I even have it in the first place, because my podcast, my business stuff, kind of needed to grow nowadays. You have to be out there. It's inevitable. You gotta be out there. I think when you get to a certain level like them, though, you really don't have to. They already established. You already know exactly who they are. They pop out when they want to pop out. They ain't on nobody else's timeline, so they don't even need it. I think Kendrick probably could have dropped a surprise album and people would have still gone crazy over it, because of who he is. He's earned that right. It's not every too many guys that could do that. He's earned that right. But yeah, it's a rare sight to behold in this day and age of people that always want to be seen, heard all the time. Like it's actually when I thought about it, like I've really been thinking about this. Like it's kind of like, man, Kendrick takes so long. Everybody from that label do, but Kendrick is the biggest artist from that label, Top Dog. But it's like, man, why they take so damn long? Like I'm like, man, Jay-Z and Nas in they prime. Like this is they Kendrick prime years. He can take forever. It seemed like Jay-Z and Nas didn't take this long in their prime, but when you start really looking at the big picture, Kendrick has earned the right to really drop music when he want, and he take time to perfect it. It seems like to give you something different than the last album. And he spoke on that too, that he wants to give you something different from the last one. And I really thought about it, like, man, this is a rare sight to behold because he not on nobody else's time. And it's actually really refreshing to see somebody out there that's really not like everybody else. Not on nobody else's time. Don't give a damn what everybody else got going on. He could pop out when he want to pop out. He could be just lurking in the shadows like a ninja for as long as he want. When it's time to drop something, it's time to pop out. You like, alright, I'm back. I'm back out. I'm out here. What's good? I'm out here. But man, it's actually really refreshing to see something like that. And especially in this era. Back in the 80s, 90s, you had no social media or none of that going on. It's actually dope to see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the album. I don't know if the new album will be the best, but yeah, I'm anticipating, if not the best album in 5 years, like I originally said, at least the best album this year. I'm thinking. So far, I think that belongs to Conway the Machine, but we gonna see what Kendrick come with. I can't wait. And we in some rare times too, especially with everything going on now. We've had in the past, we had something over time. We've had what was called the Great Depression. We've had the Great Recession. The Great Depression obviously was in the 1930s. I wasn't even born and thought of yet. My mama wasn't even born at the time yet. But and then we had some 2008, the Great Recession. Now, in the last year or two, we got something called the Great Resignation, right? I've been hearing about it all the time. It's a lot of people dipping from their jobs. A lot of people fed up. A lot of people ain't playing. Especially there's so many different ways to navigate, a lot of ways to make money now. It's a lot of different ways that wasn't available to, and a lot of people fed up with the regular 9 to 5. There's a lot of people that's at jobs they really don't like. I've been there, been at jobs I absolutely could not stand, and was eventually able to get out. But yeah, it inspires me. I'm like, man, it's a lot of people. I don't know what the number is now, but I think at the end of 2021, it was almost 5 million people that left their jobs, either to start their own business or they found a better job, something they like, and they'll pay a lot more money. So a lot of people dipping, a lot of people fed up and tired. It's a different wave now, and a lot of industries gonna be affected. And a lot of industries that's not gonna make it. A lot of industries that's gonna have to switch it up, do something different. Got a lot of companies now. It's called hybrid roles, where it might be a couple, like 2, 3 days in the office, and the rest of the week work from home. Yes, a lot of companies have to switch it up. But this day and age, since the pandemic, we've had to pivot and do things differently. We back out here, but we still got to pivot. Utilizing the tools that we've had available to us, supposed to really utilize them now. There's more Zoom meetings than ever before now. Uh, I mean, we've had this stuff available. We've had FaceTime, we've had Skype, all this different face chat, whatever, all this different stuff available. And now people really, really utilizing it more than ever now. I've attended a couple webinars this year. I've been on a few Zoom meetings this year to discuss different things regarding business or whatever. But yeah, it's a totally different way. And we had some of these tools available. Some tools are getting a lot more advanced now. But yeah, a lot of these companies gonna have to pivot and how they do business. I'm gonna have to pivot with my stuff that I'm doing. But yeah, it's this whole Great Resignation thing's really got me like, man, it's really inspired me to like, man, do something different. But it's wild that like it's showing you people fed up and people is not playing. Like, yeah, I'm ready to move on. I found something better, or I got my company started, and I'm gonna do my own thing. Like, they like, hey, yo, F this job. It's time to be out. So, yeah, I've been in that same boat. As far as wanting to get out and do something different. So yeah, it's so many different ways now. And how is this gonna affect business? Some businesses it hasn't affected yet. Uh, some businesses it doesn't affect it as a whole 100%. But yeah, it's something it's something to look at. And some companies not looking at the effects of it. The simple whole doing the thing, the 9 to 5 to get in the 401k, and going into retirement. Yeah, people don't want to do that no more. Do it in a regular way, and especially now with the different ways to like how to make money, be an entrepreneur. Also, and there's a lot of information now on investing now, where it was almost like a kept secret. Almost like it was information out there, but it's almost like it's commercial now with stocks and cryptocurrency and all that. Now is crazy. The information is out here. Like, man, there's no reason why everybody shouldn't be able to have some type of passive income. Everybody should be able to. But yeah, this information wasn't like, I mean, there's been books and stuff and out there, but now, like, especially nowadays, I know people attention span so short. Nowadays, they just want quick knowledge now. Even if it's wrong, even if the information wrong, they just want to be the first ones to get it. They don't want to be right. They just want the information now. As opposed to taking the time and getting it right, you just want it now. And that's not the way to go about it. But it's been books on stuff for years about learning. But now the information is like really, really out here now. You still gotta do some digging. I feel like to really get, and you should still read some books to really get the right information. But like a Google search is great. But you're not gonna find everything. That's the thing. You're not gonna find everything from a Google search. You might find some good info, but you're not gonna find everything from a Google search. It's still good to do some deep digging sometimes. Maybe you can't find it in the articles after a Google search. But some stuff is I feel like in books that they ain't gonna tell you. directly from a Google search online. So yeah, it's best to really gather as much information as you can to get it right. Um, yeah, it's wild, and this world today, and but yeah, we in rare times now where people gotta, and it's annoying sometimes. People can be very sensitive in this stuff. I know that the '90s was a very wild time, the early 2000s even, especially the '90s, very wild time. People could get away with saying damn near everything. I went back and watched some old clips of interviews of some of the stars back then, and the stuff they said. A lot of the stuff they said would not fly today at all. Like, especially with this so-called cancel culture, which I did quotation, because like I mean I don't really know this cancel culture. I mean I guess it exists. They've tried to cancel people for certain stuff they said about the world, certain stuff they said about certain people. And it's really annoying because people are so damn sensitive nowadays, and I get why they have this certain, because they certain communities don't want to put up with certain stuff now, but it's just getting every day is getting ridiculous. Like how sensitive stuff is. It's like damn, you don't really know what to say now. Like it's terrible. Uh, and and I wanted to talk about this whole Amir Khan. You don't know what that is. He's a boxer. I don't know if he still boxes, but he's a boxer. And him and his wife was in London, and they robbed at gunpoint, which is a crazy situation for you and your wife to be. I don't care how tough you are, where you come from. That's not an ideal situation for anybody. It's not. It's not. I don't care who the hell you are. Especially somebody roll up on you with a pistol and you ain't got, especially if you ain't got no gun on you. So that's a tough situation for you and your wife, because obviously, people criticizing Amir Khan's wife because she literally ran away. And Amir Khan said he wanted his wife to run, which is ideal. Like I honestly don't know. I can't fault her for running. Like, if I had a wife and we was in that situation, I don't know how I would react. I don't know. Obviously, I'm probably gonna be thinking about her safety. Like, yeah, I might want her to run too. But at first, like, thought like people might be like, okay, yeah, it's kind of messed up. She's not standing by her husband's side, but what is she really gonna do? Like, seriously, guy got a gun on you, especially you don't got a gun. What is she really gonna do? So, but I could definitely respect any queens out there that's gonna say, I ain't going nowhere. If we gotta go, we gonna go together. That is very commendable, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I had a queen like that, probably wouldn't let her go, but I can't fault her for running. I don't know. I can't. It's kind of, you can't tell somebody how to react in a situation like that. That's some serious shit. Seriously, you can't tell somebody how to react. People got like opinions about absolutely everything. Don't got nothing to concern with them. Like, that she Megan Thee Stallion doing interviews about Tory Lanez, people weighing in on it. I really don't have nothing to say about that. I really, yeah, I don't know. I don't got nothing to say about that because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a judge. They should be doing. I feel like they should be doing this in a courtroom, not trying to convince the public. Yeah. I mean, it's a few things out there. People have sent me videos I kind of don't care about. Like, seriously, like, because, I don't know, like, what you want me to say about it? Like, I don't got nothing to do with that. So, I mean, I guess because they public figures, people got to figure, they got to comment about the stuff. Like, I don't know, that shit ain't paying my damn bills. I can't care enough about it. Like, I don't know. In certain situations, it's messed up. Like, that's, like, yeah, that's messed up. But I don't know. I'm not going to say who's right or wrong. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. So, I remember Method Man said in a song one time, assholes are like opinions. Everybody got to have one. That's more true than ever now. That was almost like a prophecy, and he said that before social media era. So that when he said that, it's like on steroids now. It's on steroids. He said that in what, the year 2000? Before there wasn't no social media then. So um so yeah, it's crazy now, as far as this type of stuff. And it's a rare sight to behold, the people that's not caught up in this type of stuff. I like seeing stuff that's like, and if you listen to me before, you know I like seeing stuff that's never been done before. But I like seeing stuff that's different, outside of the box. Um, Stuff that, and everybody, if you think about it, everybody on this planet, there's almost 8 billion people on this planet. Everybody's rare, but everybody doesn't choose to be rare. A lot of us try and do the easy route and follow what they see everybody else doing. Follow what's trendy. Why? I mean, why? I mean, some people, I mean, I can see some people not built to really stand out and be different. I get that, but it's really way too many people trying to follow trendy shit, follow what they see might be working for somebody else. But you gotta just be you. I guess it's harder to, I guess they say, to be you and find your niche or whatever you good at. But yeah, be you. Do what works for you. You gotta be like everybody else. But especially in the ages, like more so than ever, people try. I guess that's the easy way to be trendy, as opposed to really being yourself and doing your own thing. Me, I don't give a damn what nobody think about me. You can critique on my art, my creativity, whatever. This podcast, whatever. You can have your own thoughts on it. That's cool. But I'm gonna be me regardless. I don't give a damn what you think. I respect it. Like if you fuck with my stuff, I appreciate it. If you don't, that's cool too. It is what it is. But I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do my best to be rare and continue to do my stuff. I mean, but it is what it is. So yeah, we gonna wrap this up. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me this week. Word of the week was rare. Thinking some stuff that's not the norm really. Um, so yeah. All right. So remember to stay positive, stay safe, and definitely stay sucker free. Alright, I'm out.